A bombshell report in Popular Mechanics appears to confirm true something the Pentagon has recently tried to say is false. That they did have a secret UFO program, that they still have a secret UFO program, and that the man who claimed he had a senior role within the UFO program has been telling the truth. A quick timeline of the basics. December 2017, the New York Times reveals for the first time that the Pentagon had a secret UFO program called the Advanced Aerospace Threat Identification Program, or AATIP. They also reported that a man named Luis Elizondo was the director of the program within the Department of Defense. Soon after that, Luis Elizondo teamed up with Tom DeLonge in the History Channel to produce a TV series called Unidentified, Inside America's UFO Investigation.
I don't really care if it's a threat, it's a threat.
May 2019, Pentagon spokesman Chris Sherwood confirmed to me that AATIP did in fact research and investigate unidentified aerial phenomenon, but added Luis Elizondo had no responsibilities with regard to the AATIP program. Okay, so Pentagon says, yes, we researched UFOs, but Luis Elizondo had nothing to do with it. December 2019, spokeswoman Susan Goff, in a statement to John Greenwald at the Black Vault, walks back the Pentagon's previous statement to the Post. The Pentagon now says AATIP had nothing to do with UFOs and that their previous statement was wrong. They also re-emphasized that Luis Elizondo had no assigned responsibilities with regards to AATIP. Notice they added the word assigned to their statement this time. Before it was he had no responsibilities, and now it's he had no assigned responsibilities. Confusing, right? Well, Tim McMillan at Popular Mechanics appears to have gotten the smoking gun that clears this all up. I spoke with him earlier, and here are some of the highlights from my conversation. There seems to be a lot of flummoxing at the Pentagon about how to deal with the story, how to deal with Lou Elizondo and his claims. Did you learn anything new?
I mean, the biggest news that came out of this article is the fact that it first and foremost, it cleared up a lot of the ambiguity or confusion that's been going on in the 2 years since the big New York Times article in 2017. Namely, the kind of ebbing and flowing of different Pentagon spokesperson statements. And really, did they look at UFOs? Did they not? And so after really digging deep into it, it became clear, and you see with the documents that came out, that this was UFO. I mean, there's no doubt about it. Real live documentation now. Unambiguously, these programs were UFO.
What documents make it clear that it was UFO?
I was able to see that 10-month report that's cited in the article. I can't stress enough, that was the size of a textbook. It was almost 600 pages, and it was cover to cover UFO. They were getting monthly reports about the UFO activities.
So you got a hold of 10 months worth of full AATIP summary reports, and they're full of UFOs?
Yes. Yes.
And what proof did you receive of Lou Elizondo's role with AATIP? Because the Pentagon says he had no responsibilities with AATIP.
About 4 or 5 documents I was provided that was like, here you go. They are DoD documents showing in communications where that clearly Mr. Elizondo had been involved in the program for years, and that this program was being transferred to somebody else at the direction of the Secretary of Defense's office.
You have those documents?
Yes.
Oh my God, dude. That's like the holy grail.
5 documents that demonstrate that this program was being managed by Lou in some capacity post-2012, and that this program was transferred to someone else to continue on these efforts.
This is so crazy because the Pentagon claims that the UFO program shut down in 2012. You're saying that it never ended and exists to this day?
Yes. Yep.
Okay. All right. There's a lot to unpack here, man. Stay tuned for more from this interview and beyond, with new episodes of The Basement Office premiering soon.